Port Townsend is a unique and extraordinary place. From the glaciers to the salt water to a cultural mix that's very interesting and rich. And our school system should reflect that richness. Place-based experiential learning is all about using your community as the primary source or primary text to make the learning unforgettable.
This is totally awesome.
I think together we can change the face of learning in this community, where schools are in the community and communities are in the schools and kind of interwoven in how we interact so that students know about their communities and commit to taking care of their communities, kind of citizenship with a small c that cares for the future and is sustainable.
There's a ghost midge right there, that long tube.
What the heck?
Isn't that cool?
I think that there is no greater or exciting or innovative time for education than this model that we're looking at right here in our little tiny community.
I think we've learned a great deal over the years about what works and doesn't work in the education system.
In most cases, just a standardized, straight from the textbook education just doesn't cut it.
I think the Maritime Discovery model or the framework is a really exciting way to reclaim our school system.
I think it's great for a student, being a student, to actually go out onto the field and experience what you're learning and be able to touch it and see it.
There is such a huge diversity of maritime resources in our very small community that are already giving good education.
We can use all of it. We can use it to learn, to teach, to mentor, to innovate.
To step back to a place where we really are more self-sufficient, where
that understanding, that deepened engagement in the landscape is what builds our stewardship ethic.
School improvement can happen when we engage the shareholders of the community to make the learning really come alive for the students.
It takes a whole village to raise the children well. It takes a whole community to have an educational system that is self-sustaining.
I'd like to see us be the place that people are moving to bring their families, to bring their kids for better education.
Blue Heron Middle School has a week-long maritime education program that is a proven model for place-based education.
So we see this social, emotional growth, we see new friendships, we see this vast new knowledge that they have, and here it is right in their backyard, in their community.
Over the next 5 years, every teacher will work with lead staff to recreate learning and teaching through this place-based approach.
And that distance that you get will be in nautical miles.
Aligning an entire district to a central theme has never been done. And although it won't cost more in the long run, to make this change happen will require resources, $750,000 over 5 years. This is where you come in. For each student, it's only $125 per year for 5 years. Already, community members like you are raising their hands and sponsoring one student worth of change.
$125 per student per year for 5 years to make this happen. I think that's something we can accomplish.